SMT Nation, we are back. In today's video, we're going to discuss a topic here on AT&T. And, the story from Linda is pretty good. I'll go ahead and link that for you guys. I'll put that in the description to kind of follow along to what I'm going to discuss today. And I want to start this video by saying what AT&T is going to do with their fiber network is going to be really good. They're heavily invested into fiber, and that's going to require a lot of capital spending. That's going to take a bulk of the majority of their capex annually for the next several years. And there's another thing that's going to take a lot of their money too. I mean, we're talking about a company that produces $18 billion of annual free cash flow. So where's that money going, right? And all these revenues that they accrue over the course of a calendar year. And I'm here to tell you guys, you're probably not going to like it. All right. As a network tech enthusiast, as someone who is following the industry to see AT&T do great things with the network, we kind of got a problem. All right. So anyways, let me kind of explain this, right? The framework to AT&T's financials is they have a lot of debt, and they've been paying it down, right? They've paid down, I think, from the peak debt load, they're down about $25 billion, which is great. And they've done some spinning off of businesses and assets, and they've done some really smart financial things. So shout out to Pascal and, the team there, the financial team, for making things work and improving the financial situation of the company. But now that they've gotten down to this kind of structure and this framework of where they can start to do some things financially, I would call it they're out of financial emergency, if there is one. They're about to take $40 billion and give it to investors and shareholders. And I got concerns. I don't think they're in a position to actually do that. I think this is a big mistake, and I'm going to give you guys my reasons as to why. Well, the first thing is they're going to take $40 billion and they're going to do one really important thing, which actually caused the AT&T shares and their values to spike. There was like a 4 or 5% bump to the ticker just the other day when AT&T reported this. They're going to have a huge share buyback program. And what that's going to do is it's basically going to look like $10 billion in share buybacks for the next few years. And I think they're going to start this actually really, really soon. I think it's going to be like $20 billion in total in share buybacks. And those share repurchases will happen over 2 years. So it'll be like 10 billion or something along those lines. And they're going to grow the dividend as well, right? Because they were in such a bad situation after all of those media acquisitions and DirecTV and all that. They just had to cut those things back, right? They had to put all that stuff on hold. And now they feel like they have the financial freedom to where they could do it. So over the next 3 years, 2 and 3 years, you're going to see all of these financial decisions that are going to be made specifically to address all of those things for the shareholders. And the second piece to this is you've got only a 2 to 3% revenue growth, and you probably only have a 3 to 4% EBITDA growth, which is going to limit the upside. And CapEx is still going to be at $22 billion. So that's still pretty elevated, and it's still going to probably put AT in a position to probably have to make some cuts across the network. So with a free cash flow that's going to exceed 18 or more billion dollars, maybe on a good year it might be 19 billion, they're not actually going to be spending enough money on the wireless network to probably close the gap between Verizon and or T-Mobile. So it's something we're going to watch. It's something we're going to monitor. And unfortunately, I think with all of the emphasis on spending on fiber and the emphasis on those financial elements, we're probably not going to get a great network out of AT&T for probably several years. They said 3 to 5 years for the wireless project. I'm leaning towards 5 years. You guys tell me what you think about these things. And are you leaning more towards 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years? I'm going to go with the latter. I think it's going to be more of a 5-year program. I wouldn't expect it to be complete and thoroughly done probably for another 4 or 5 years. So maybe 2030. I know they said end of 29, the fiber program. I know they said end of 27 or end of 26 for wireless. I just don't think so. I don't think the money adds up. Not if they're going to be just rewarding the shareholder instead of reinvesting into the business. But go ahead and drop me a line and tell me what you guys think and what you project and how you think it's going to play out. Like and share, subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys on the next video.